Hey guys, welcome back on the channel, and in this video I'm going to talk to you a little bit about CAMELOT, one of the best DEXs to provide liquidity in the whole spectrum of DeFi as of now. So we'll be focusing on their liquidity pools, taking a look at those. But before getting into that, I want to just zoom a little bit out and tell you why I think CAMELOT and ARBITRUM can be one of the bigger winners of the next bull run. So that's the focus of today's video. And before jumping into CAMELOT, let me just zoom out a little bit and tell you why I think Arbitrum is one of the best chains out there, and of course one of the best tokens for holding on your portfolio. So let's go here on all chains ranked by TVL. Arbitrum ranks number 4. Few interesting pointers here. Let's take a look at TVL, 2.5 billion, huge. What else can we tell? 24 hours volume, 500,000. So really impressive results from Arbitrum. Protocols, 528. Take a look at the protocols operating in Arbitrum, only surpassed by Binance and Ethereum. So Arbitrum is the number 4th in TVL, and also in protocols, only Binance and Ethereum surpass it. And this is a big pointer because Arbitrum never experienced a bull run, unlike Binance and Ethereum. Okay, so that's huge. Whatever we are looking, number of protocols or TVL on Arbitrum has been built. If you want to look at it as an infrastructure, that's how I look at it. So all of this infrastructure so far has been built during a bear market, while the others already existed before and experienced previous bull runs. So that's the main difference. And the Arbitrum just climbed its way to number 4 because, yes, it's a Ethereum layer 2, and that's plays in its favor, of course. But they were able to establish themselves as the 4th bigger blockchain during a bear market. I mean, look at Solana. They have almost double of the Solana's TVL, and Solana has been trending. Solana is a blue chip asset for many people and has been trending for the past months, and they still are behind Arbitrum in TVL by far, almost double. Polygon, a huge blockchain, they have tremendous stuff going for them. I'm super bullish on Polygon, but look at it, it also falls short when compared with Arbitrum as of now. Even protocols, Polygon has less protocols than Arbitrum. And let's not even go down the list because you get the point, you get the idea. So Arbitrum has a big amount of teams operating within them and developing the ecosystem. So whenever the next bull market kicks in, Arbitrum's token will easily outperform Ethereum, Binance, even Bitcoin. I mean, all those coins which are some of the biggest in DeFi, if not the top 3 bigger. I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum for sure are the bigger tokens, the bigger blue chip assets in all of DeFi, and Arbitrum will outperform them. With this type of numbers here, protocols, TVL built during a bear market, I mean, what is going to happen whenever the bull run craziness hits and everything pumps and Arbitrum starts to outperform? Because it's much easier for Arbitrum to double 2.5 billion to 5 billion than Ethereum going from 30 billion to 60 billion. You see the difference? Or Bitcoin even going from 280 to double that. I mean, it's just for you to have an idea of how undervalued Arbitrum is right now. So let's take a look also at the top ranking protocols. CAMELOT is ranking 8th. Yes, there are other 7 ranked above it, and mainly if you're looking at DEXs, Uniswap and Balancer, they have higher TVLs. But CAMELOT is the only one that is a native DEX of Arbitrum. And CAMELOT has also one good thing going for them, which is they aim to be the standard or the go-to launchpad for people to deploy and build on Arbitrum. So that's huge also. So not only they aim to be the leading DEX, they are also in practical ways, helping the ecosystem to grow. So if Arbitrum wins, every protocol in it wins, especially Camelot, because they aim to be the biggest DEX here on the chain. And hopefully in a couple of years, everyone will look at Camelot on Arbitrum in the same way that they look at PancakeSwap on Binance or Uniswap on Ethereum. You get the idea. And alongside that, all of these other top ranking protocols, for the most part, all of those are already huge players and they are operating cross chain. I mean, look at Curve, 13 chains, Pendle 5 chains. And Pendle also has tremendous potential of growth, by the way. Balancer 7 chains, Uniswap 13, Aave 10. I mean, these were protocols that already existed before Arbitrum. They already had their market cap, their user base, and they're just building still, of course. But again, the outperformance that I told you about will also happen with Camelot. They will outperform all of these other protocols because they have much more potential. They're younger. Basically, that's about it. So now that you see why I'm so bullish on Arbitrum and Camelot, let me just give you a view of Camelot's native pools, also what sort of liquidity pools they are bringing to the table. Actually, let me go back here. I want to show you how much they are generating in fees. So the past day, Camelot generated almost 100K dollars in fees revenue, which is the part of fees which is going to pay users that are providing liquidity, is at almost $24,000. So for the past day, if you want a piece of this, you have to provide liquidity. And again, this is sort of a series that I'm doing, bringing you PancakeSwap and all the others, right? Uniswap, SushiSwap, big DEXs that you can provide liquidity. You don't have to worry about safety of your funds because these guys are not going anywhere. They're building. They're not going to rug. They have audits. So they're reliable protocols that you can rest assured will give you the potential to get you some passive income if you decide to go with the right pools. Of course, there are risks, again, impermanent loss, but if you know what you're doing and if you stick with blue chip pools, I mean, you can easily get 0.5% a day, if not more, if not 1, 2%, something like that, which is huge. Traditional finance doesn't pay you all that. Now, let's take a look here into Camelot itself. First things I want to just point out, market cap is almost 30 million, TVL is over 100 million. So this huge difference, in theory, lets us know that Camelot is currently being undervalued by the market because market cap is much lower than TVL, almost 4x lower. So you have an idea also of the potential. And if you look at the TVL chart here in orange, currently they're trying to break the 120 mil resistance, which is also sort of mimicking what's happening with the TVL on ARB. I mean, currently also trying to push the 2.5 billion mark. If we are not at an all-time high right now, we are very close to. So the same thing happens with Camelot. So you see they pretty much mimic each other for the most part. And whenever one explodes, whenever Arbitrum explodes, Camelot will explode, as is usual with DeFi. So these are the biggest reasons why I'm bullish on Camelot, on Arbitrum. And if you are bullish on Arbitrum, potentially Camelot could be also one place where you can stake your tokens and earn passive income with them. So I'm going to show you the liquidity pools that they are offering right now. Okay, so let's start with the V2 pools. The difference is that the V3 will be the concentrated liquidity ones, and of course they will have higher APRs, but let's take a look at all of them. So these icons here are actually giving you an idea of the boosts. So whenever you see these icons like the flame is Nitro, The coin is X Grill Boost, I believe. So whenever you see these icons, it means that you need to do something in order to improve your APR range. Otherwise, you'll be experiencing the lower end. So if you want to experience the higher end, you have to either stake your NFTs, because one of the things that makes Camelot different from other chains is that when you want to provide liquidity, you get an NFT in exchange. It's sort of the receipt of that that gives you the confirmation that you are providing liquidity. And one of the interesting things is that, for example, if you want to gift that to someone, you can send that NFT to their wallet, and from there on, they are the owner of that LP position. Okay, so that NFT can also be staked for X amount of time. The bigger the time, you have bigger rewards, of course, and that's the Nitro pools. And the other is X Grail. So X Grail is when you trade the Grail token, the native token of Camelot. You can trade it one by one per one for X Grail. And when you do that, you can stake X Grail. And if you do that staking, you'll also earn bonus. So that's some of the mechanisms they have to boost the APR. So in the V2 pools, what do we have here? Let's sort this out by APR range. But Pendle ETH, right off the gate, it's an interesting one. Although the APR pays in double digits, I mean, I like Pendle, so it looks good for me. Let's see what else is going on here. Usually these higher paying ones, if you're a newcomer to DeFi in this video, let me tell you, they are usually meme coins in the pair, so stay away from those if you want to generate reliable gains, because you'll not be suffering from impermanent loss. Okay, so let's move on here to the next page. If there's nothing much of interest, I'll jump into the V3, because that's where all the action is. Actually, let's go to the next one. Let's do the first three pages. Okay, so the third gives us meme USDC double digits. Yeah, so these pools don't pay as much as the V3, of course. Grail ARB, interesting one. If you can get to this higher end APR, it will be better, of course. But yeah, let's jump on to the V3, because that's where the juicy pools are. Right off the gate, Grail USDC, a stable pair with the native token of Camelot, paying double digits, 30% APR. So this is obviously a play for the long run. And if you're bullish on Camelot, I mean, you could be growing your bag of Grail and USDC and earning more rewards and reinvesting those rewards here in this pool. Of course, that's what I call suicide compound. That can wreck you if impermanent loss kicks in. But again, if you are for the long run, I mean, you shouldn't be worried all that much about impermanent loss. It also has a solid TVL, super solid, I mean, over 11 million. So that's huge. That's why it's paying so little. ARB ETH V3 in triple digits. This is a really juicy pool, paying something like 0.3 to 0.4% a day, something like that, very close to 0.5% a day. Wrap Bitcoin ETH, again, these are blue chip tokens paying 30% for the 7-day APR. That's huge. USDC ETH paying really well also. Let me sort this up by 7-day APR. So I don't know what SAN is, but you see this APR is incredible, because look at the TVL, this is super low. But I would stay away from that. I'm not really sure what SAN is, but I would stay away from that just because of how low the TVL is and how high the APR is. Now, Pendle ETH, looking really good, triple digits. This is a very interesting one. If you're bullish on Pendle and if you have ETH also, incredible one. What else do we have here? Solana USDC, so a blue chip and a stable pair, triple digits, 214%. This is not 1% a day, but it's over 0.5% a day. So very, very interesting one as well if you're bullish on Solana. USDC, ETH, triple digits. I mean, Camelot has some of the best paying pools of DeFi right now. So that's super interesting for me at least. And if you're watching this video, of course, this will also be very enticing to you. USDT, ETH, triple digits, a stable coin in the blue chip. I mean, TVL also very solid, over 500,000. I mean, there's a ton of those. I was looking for this one. ARB ETH, almost 5 million TVL, super solid and paying triple digits. What I tell you, these are some of the best pools on DeFi right now. Radiant ETH, again, very, very good pair also, 131%. I don't know the correlation about these two tokens, by the way, but for example, ARB ETH, they're very much correlated, super strong pair, pays 136% right now, and TVL is super solid. And this is a pool that's going to bring a lot of volume as well because it's ARB and ETH. So I think this is definitely one of the best options for providing liquidity with Arbitrum and with the Camelot on Arbitrum and earning passive income. So these are some of the best pools. Let's take a look at the roundtable because these are the partnerships that Camelot has been making with other players in DeFi. So Winner Protocol, it's an e-gaming infrastructure. Pendle, this is huge, like I told you. They have partnerships with these guys. GMX, Jones DAO, Dopex, Abracadabra, Plutus DAO. So there's a ton of partners here and very solid ones. So you see how reliable Pendle how reliable Camelot is. So I also want to take a look into the audits that they have. So let me jump into their docs. All right, so this is the latest audit that they have made by Paladin. Let's take a look at the findings summary to see what they found. So let's scroll a little bit. So here we are, findings summary. I'm not going to go through all the audit, obviously, but I'm going to give you an idea. So they found a high severity issue that was solved, 2 medium that was solved. So basically only 2 information remain to be solved. They were acknowledged and no change made. So overall, when it comes to security, these guys look pretty legit. So yeah, let me just go back to the docs. All right, you can see it was published in November 14th, 2022. That's when the latest audit was published. They also have their V3 pools, AMM, based on Algebra V1.9 solution. For audits related to this protocol component, consult the following page. Okay, so they also have audits related to the V3 AMM. I'm not gonna go into all of those, but these are the docs also for Camelot. They have tremendous information here. Also tutorials for providing liquidity. So if you're a newbie, yes, take a look into that, understand it much better. And yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you about Camelot. I'll probably make another video focusing on just how you can increase your APR percentages with the stake positions, the Nitro pools, and the Xgrail plugins. But right now we are closing in on the 20-minute mark for the video, so I'm gonna wrap this one up, guys. That was Camelot, how you can provide liquidity to their pools, earn passive income in Grail, and yeah, one of the best protocols, one of the biggest DEXs on Arbitrum. It's a legit way to earn passive income with DeFi, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you took value from this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe for more of this type of content. And I'll see you on the next one.